Hi, this is Marcia Millsaps, and I'm going to finish reading my story. Such a nice day today. I thought I'd do it outside. Blue, Part 2. Now, if you hadn't caught Part 1, you need to get on YouTube and catch it because it's very interesting. It kind of gave you a background on what you can expect. It's about Beatrice and the things she's going through as she gets ready for the color blue to take over complete control of the whole universe. It's been red has had control for 10 years. Yellow has had control for 10 years. Right now, we're winding down on the time for red, and blue is preparing to take control. So this is Blue, Part 2. 4 more days of red rule. What will happen? Will the reds go out quietly? How can you expect somebody to give up everything they have and not fight? The Rainbow Committee has a secret that handles unrest. It has not been used before, but it is still available. When Yellow's time was up, they seemed relieved. They gave up the power very easily. No one is sure why, but they do seem to smile more now that they don't have any control. Beatrice walked to work as usual. Blues often walked in packs. It felt safer. Beatrice's mother was working in the kitchen for the Reds for a while until she got sick. She's still sick, and no one is sure what's wrong with her because Blues and Yellows just didn't get any medical health care. If she could just hold out for 4 more days, she could get the best treatment available. The Rainbow Committee made provisions for the colors as in charge. They would always have hospitals with trained doctors and nurses and anything that they needed because they were the color in charge. The doctors and specialists were white. They were neutral. There seems to be a difference in the air today, Beatrice thought. Only 4 more days of red rule. Why does she feel like something is going to happen? The Reds are getting serious about the upcoming changes. They're not happy, Beatrice could tell. The Reds were eating more and taking serious risks with their lives. It almost seems to them that they only have 4 days to live, to really live, and then back into blackness. There's been a rise in suicides this week. Reds have been jumping out of windows of their luxury condos and shooting themselves with gold bullets. Beatrice didn't understand. Maybe she won't understand until the Blues have a chance to experience the good life. Beatrice was getting close to the home where she worked, and she saw a friend of hers, a blue friend, called Joe. Joe peeked around the bushes. That's weird. What's up, Joe? Beatrice asked. I have to tell you something. I think the Reds are planning something big. I'm not sure what it is. Keep your ears open. Okay, I hear you. Beatrice shrugged. Beatrice worked for the Ruby family. They had 3 children, ages 3, 7, and 15. Most people wait until their color is in charge before they have children. It's better for the kids. The good thing about having children later and when the blue is in charge is that this is the last reign. And it has to be better for everyone when the Rainbow Committee makes their decision. Beatrice was waiting to have her 2 children. While working in the kitchen of the Ruby family, Beatrice noticed how nice the oldest was treating her today. Mrs. Ruby tells her to take the rest of the day off. Wow, that never happens. Beatrice quickly took advantage of the offer. She gladly went home to check on her mother. When Beatrice got home, her mother was still in bed. She looked fragile and she was not doing well at all. Beatrice said, Hey, Mom, how you doing? Her mother did not respond. She only moaned. When Beatrice got home, her mother was still in bed and she only moaned. Just hold on for a few more days, Mom, please, she thought. Beatrice was afraid her mother would not make it. She thought about the Ruby family. Maybe they could help. Maybe they could. So she went back over to the Ruby's house. She rang the doorbell, and Miss Ruby answered the door. She was surprised to see Beatrice back at the house. Beatrice told Miss Ruby about her sick mother. She was pleasantly surprised when Miss Ruby said, "I'm going to help your mom." Miss Ruby told Beatrice that she would send her personal doctor over to visit and check on her mom. Wow. She hurried home and found the doctor was already there when she arrived. The doctor treated her mother with antibiotics and said she should be fine in a few days. Sometimes the most simple illness can get serious if it's not treated, and if it's not treated in time. But lucky for her, it was just in time. Thank you, Miss Ruby. 3 more days. Please let me make it through. Beatrice went to work at the Ruby house as usual. While Beatrice was cooking dinner, Mrs. Ruby came in the kitchen with an unusual look on her face. It almost looked like fear. She said, "Remember me when you take control. I saved your mother." Beatrice was sure it was fear. "Of course I will," said Beatrice. Mrs. Ruby seemed relieved as she left the room. Beatrice noticed that it was after 6 p.m. and Mr. Ruby wasn't home. That was odd. Beatrice cleared the dinner dishes and was preparing to leave when Mrs. Ruby came screaming in the kitchen. "He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. Paul shot himself at work. What kind of a world gives you everything and then takes it all back? Promise me, Beatrice, that you will be easy on me and my children." Beatrice assured her once again that she would look out for them as much as possible. It was very hard for Beatrice to leave Mrs. Ruby in such a bad state, but she had to go check on her mother. While Beatrice was walking home, she saw her friend Joe again. Joe said, "One of my red friends said that some of the Reds are planning to overthrow the Rainbow Committee. Some of the Reds are hiding money and gold for later use. They really believe the Rainbow Committee will vote for the yellow or the blue for the color to rule, and they are not happy with it. Fear can make you do crazy things." Joe was serious, but Beatrice doubted the Reds could pull it off. Tomorrow, it would be just 2 days. Beatrice assured Joe she would look out for trouble. Beatrice continued home. When she arrived, her mother was sitting on the side of the bed. Her mother looked so much better. It almost made her cry. "Thank you, Miss Ruby. I won't forget you." Beatrice could hardly sleep on her bed on that beat-up mattress on the kitchen floor. Soon, and very soon, it will be all over. That's the end of part 2. Part 3 will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. and it's going to get good. Thank you so much, and please give me your honest opinion.